Hi, welcome back. This will be Traffic Light Trio Chapter 14. Yep, that's right. This is another baton pass. This one's going to be this one has a lot more this one has got a few more creators in it. Different creators too. The link to the playlist will be in the description so that you can listen to the first 13 chapters a little bit easier. If you aren't familiar with the baton passes, like the last one that I'm doing, Shutterbug, the point is that a bunch of different podfickers will each podfic one chapter of the fic going and that until everyone's podficked a chapter, and then we will repeat the chapters again. And then like not repeat the chapters, but like we'll go in a cycle until we cover the whole thing. So like, for example, each of us have 2 or 3 chapters that we're doing. So I'll have chapter 14. I believe I'm the last one in the cycle, which means it's going to go back to Pika again for chapter 15. So chapter 14 is called Crack Part 2. The summary is that we look at hero names and internships, and the author beginning notes say that all heroes mentioned are actually fleshed out at least a little in their expanded canon, which they might add as a separate work later. But suffice to say, there are certainly some references in this chapter. See if you can spot them all. I did not spot all of them in my first read through, so I'll leave that challenge up to you guys. As you might have noticed, Aizawa drawled, due to his poor performance of not making it to the second round in the sports festival, Mineta has been booted to general studies, and we have a new student. Denki looked both mortified and excited as the door opened. This is Shinzo Hitoshi, who you all know won the sports festival. Be nice, or I will expel you. Shinzo, you're behind Midoriya. Shinzo's face visibly filled with resignation, but he sighed good-naturedly and walked over, completely ignoring the small wave the blonde on the other side of the room sent him. On another note, the purpose of the festival was to secure you internships. Their teacher clicked a button, and a hologram displayed a graph on top of the top 10 people who got the most offers. And as such, agencies put out requests. If you didn't get any, there's a pool that you can choose from. The top was actually Todoroki, with Bakugo next, then Izuku, then Shinzo, and so on. Come on, Denki complained. Shinzo got first, and he has the 4th most offers? What BS is this? Todoroki sighed in the back of the room. They saw my name and just sent. Ignoring them, Aizawa continued. In the internships, you'll be training under real heroes and officially be out in the field. That means you need hero names! Midnight kicked open the door, waltzing in. Which is where I come in, because Eraser over there is terrible at names. You named a cat Sushi. And you didn't even come up with your hero name, she quipped back, not even looking in his direction. So I'm here to help. Be warned, you can change these, but if you gain a lot of notoriety under the name you pick, it will stick. They passed out whiteboards and markers, and Izuku stared down at his, completely unsure. He had no idea what he wanted his hero name to be, not even an inkling. Edgero got up first with a grin. I've actually had this one picked out since I was a kid. The sturdy hero, Red Riot. Izuku briefly noted the callback to Crimson Riot before his brain latched onto the red. He looked over at Denki, who saw the blonde grinning back. Are we really doing this? He mouthed. Denki grinned and shot him a thumbs up. The boy quickly scrawled something and shot up, racing to the front. The stun gun hero, Yellow Flash. Midnight made an X with her arms. Copyrighted. Try again. Denki blinked. Copy. Oh yeah, that. Then the Yellow Shock. Does that work? Midnight nodded as Mina giggled. No way, are you guys really gonna do it? Izuku got up sheepishly, trying to hold back his smile. The hero that never stops. Green Lightning. Yeah, Green Lightning. Just like Mike had called him in that final round. It sounded right. Mina burst out laughing, clutching her sides. Hell yeah. Green light. The traffic light trio will be unstoppable. Dinky and Edgero both flashed him a thumbs up. Midnight hummed. Similar names. Are you three planning on being a hero team? They exchanged bewildered glances. Hero team? She chuckled, catching on to their confusion. The Wild Wild Pussycats, for example, are a hero team. They all have cat-themed hero names, and they have similar outfits, plus they work together quite frequently. You don't have to decide now, of course, but it's something to think about. Not many heroes form teams, but there's certainly benefits to it. The rest of the class slowly picked out their hero names. Mina's Alien Queen got shot down, and Izuku's heart went out to her when Iida got up. Tenya. Midnight frowned. Your given name? Are you sure? He nodded stiffly. Glasses, Bakugo growled. I can tell you're thinking something stupid. Stop it, it's not like you. Everyone turned to him, bewildered. That was the second time he sort of complimented someone, even if it was a little backhand. Iida pushed up his glasses, hiding his eyes behind a glare. Then do you propose a better name? I don't know, Turbo or some shit. Engine Boy, Speed Racer, Donkey Man. Donkey Man? Bakugo nodded. 'Cause you kick. Iida blinked several times, then wandered back to his seat. I will think more on my hero name. Midnight shifted and smiled slightly uneasily. Right, who do we still have left? Oh, Shinzo, you haven't gone. Izuku heard the boy sigh and groan under his breath as he hauled himself to his feet. He was looking away from the class with a bored expression as he flipped his board up for them to see. The sleepy hero, Hypnos. Midnight blinked. Hypnos? Like the Greek god? But that has nothing to do with your quirk. He nodded. Underground. I wanted to mislead people, but brainwashing and hypnosis are pretty similar, so it still works. Plus, well, I'm tired, so... Midnight and several students chuckled, and she gave him her approval. Izuku flashed him a smile, and he sat down and he rolled his eyes. Todoroki, did you think of one? The boy blinked, then stood up with a light frown. He got to the front and considered his board for a moment before turning it around. The elemental hero, Equilibrium. Midnight hummed in appreciation. Balanced out, fire nice. I like it, you pass. Izuku sent the boy a beaming smile as he passed him, causing Todoroki to blink before moving back to his seat. He'll take it. And with that, Midnight cracked her whip and swung her hips. My part is done. Turn in those internship forms for your teacher by the end of the week, kiddos. She sauntered out, and people immediately grouped with their friends. Izuku watched Bakugo stalk over and kick Iida's desk, growling something, but Izuku was too busy getting his own friends to really pay attention. Guys, Edgero grinned, you did the color thing too? Danky chuckled. We were inspired. I don't know about Zuku, but I had no idea. Then I heard you with red, and suddenly it all became clear. Zuku hummed. I really didn't have a clue what I was gonna do, but I was reminded of how Mike announced me in the final fight with Shinzo, and, well, it sounded like a good idea. Danky perked up. Speaking of, yo, Shinzo, come hang! The boy's head pulled itself off the desk slowly, and he squinted across the room at their group. His eyes went from Izuku to Mina to Danky, and he shook his head and plopped back down to nap. Mina giggled. Looks like the cute boys had enough of us. Aw, man, don't be like that. I promise we'll be quiet, really. Izuku snorted. You can't really promise that, Danky. I can try. Shinzo turned his head to face them with pursed lips and calculating eyes. Denki grinned and gestured for him to come over, and whatever internal battle Shinzo was having seemed to reach its conclusion, because he sighed and got up, bringing his stack of offers with him. What? So, Denki immediately started. Hypnos? I didn't know you knew any Greek gods. Maybe I should have gone with Zeus, eh? But then you wouldn't have gone with the color theme, Izuku pointed out. Denki hummed. True. Right. Internships. Who are you guys thinking of going with? Ejiro pumped his fist in the air. Fourth kind seems really manly. I was thinking of going with him. Does he do a lot of close combat? Ejiro frowned. No, I don't think so. Oh, right, we're going to get better at that. Shoot. Now I have to look at close combat heroes. Do you have Gunhead? Izuku leaned over to check his list. His epithet is the battle hero, I think, so he'd be a pretty decent pick, and I think Fury Fighter is in his agency too. Mina, who are you picking? Poison Party, she cheered. They have a similar quirk to mine, and I wanted to learn how to deal with the stigmatisms and get some tips. The eye problem? She blinked. That wasn't the word I was looking for with it. He shook his head. Rats! She snapped her finger. But I'll get it. Besides, or whatever. Biases, or whatever. That's what I meant. Denki patted her on the shoulder. Yeah, I get it. Words are hard, man. Shinzo raised an eyebrow. Based on the impression I got from Midoriya, I would have figured you were the smart kids. Denki and Mina burst out laughing, wiping away a few tears. No way, Mina murmurs breathlessly. Izuku has all the brain cells in this relationship. We just borrow them for pranks. Shinzo nodded slowly. Noted. On a completely unrelated note, I think I hear Punk Rock Girl calling my name. He wandered to the back of the classroom, ignoring the dramatic weeping and moaning coming from the two class clowns, to join the quiet and calm section of the room, also known as the back corner. Izuku caught Momo's eye and waved with a smile. Aw, man, Denki sighed. We didn't even get to hear where he was going. Izuku giggled. Probably someone underground if they sent any offers. Where are you going again? Denki grinned. I have an offer from Stormy Weather. She does all this crazy weather manipulation for rescues and stuff. I thought it'd be neat to go with someone who has experience with electricity and stuff. Izuku's eyes sparkled. Oh, I know her. That's a great choice. What about you, Zuku? Izuku looked down at his stack of papers. I don't know, but we have till the end of the week. I have to do a lot of research to find the best fit. Ejiro chuckled. Yeah, that sounds like you. Just remember to get some sleep too, you know. Not manly to let you waste away in the name of research. Izuku nodded fervently. Of course! Generator! Denki just sighed and covered his food, bracing himself for Mei to flop on the table. Once again, having no actual food with her, but various parts of machines instead. Hi, Mei. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What about you? Generator. She ignored him. You have no idea how much attention my baby's got. It's all thanks to you. In thanks, I'm willing to go out of my way and add one upgrade to your costume for free. What would you like? Denki blinked. Wait, what? Mei rolled her eyes. I'm making you a baby because I got a lot of offers and investors. Pick something and I'll make it for you. Denki just looked at Izuku. Izuku took the initiative, pulling out his notebook. Well, you already have the staff for a mid-ranged weapon, and you added in the metal knuckles for that extra short-range punch, so maybe a long-ranged weapon? Something that could act as a conductor for your electricity so that it doesn't lose power as it goes out, but hopefully something either easy to use or familiar. Mei nodded sagely. Got it. Thanks. She bounded off, sweeping the machine parts into her arms and running back out of the cafeteria. What the fuck? Edro just grinned. She's pretty fun. Yeah, Mina giggled. She's a riot. Gives a good name to the Pink Squad. Izuku blinked. The Pink Squad? Yep, Shinzo's an honorary member, because he's purple. That explained nothing. Mr. Hero! Izuku jumped as an invisible girl jumped on him, sliding rapidly into the seat next to him. Gakure? Yep. Anyway, Mr. Hero, you're super smart. Can you help me pick an internship offer? I only get to choose from the 40 who always takes people, but I know nothing about them. Sure, I guess. Can I see the list? She brandished it, and he looked it over, deep in thought. It was a pretty wide selection. You might want to try this agency here. If I'm right, that's where the underground hero Ghost works. His quirk isn't well known, but when he holds his breath, I guess he basically doesn't exist. It's called Erase Presence. But anyway, he does a lot of stealth and infiltration, and they might pair you up with him, since your quirks are related. Hagakure squealed and he felt her hugging him. Thanks so much, Mr. Hero. You know all the cool and obscure facts. Oh, Mina, are we still on for Saturday? Mina laughed. You know it. See you then. Yeah. Bye, traffic lights. Bye, Mina. Bye, Mr. Hero. Izuku watched the floating uniform leave. She does know my name, right? Probably. Not helpful, Mina. Izuku heard Bakugo yelling a table over, and his ears couldn't help but tune in. Oi, icy hot! You're going with your dad and Hosu, right? He will most likely be there to go after the hero killer, yes. Why? Make sure Glasses doesn't do anything fucking stupid, got that? I don't really understand, but it's noble of you to be concerned for your friend. Literally no one fucking asked you. Oh, Izuku remembered. The hero killer. Who had just hospitalized and paralyzed the turbo hero Ingenium. Oh. That was Iida's brother. Now he understood why Bakugo had been unusually passive this morning, and was so adamant about making sure Iida didn't do anything stupid. If Iida was interning in Hosu, the site of his brother's attack, then there was a good chance his reasoning was to get revenge. Not very hero-like, but this was his brother, and anger could make you do terrible things. Bakugo knew that firsthand, and didn't want his friend, for there was no doubt that Iida was his friend, even if just because of constant pestering, to go down the same path and make the same mistakes. He looked down at his offers again and thought of the one All Might had given him personally. Maybe he could look for something in Hosu. Oh, looking to follow Todoroki around, are we? He jolted. Did I say that out loud? Mina chuckled. Don't worry, Big Sis Mina will help you score the boy. You don't have to follow him to his internship for that. That's not why I wanted to go to Hosu. Denki snorted. Of course. Don't worry, bro, Ejiro said solemnly. We'll support you in your endeavors. Izuku sighed. They wouldn't listen to his completely reasonable excuse, but whatever, internships would probably still go well. Only time could tell. Alright, and the endnotes are mostly talking about the OC heroes that they have. If you want to learn more about them, go ahead and check them out. Oh, now we get a cat. Mochi, come here. Mochi. Meow. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, lovely evening, and good night. Hi. Wrong thing. The hell was that noise? Where the hell did I put my water? Give me 1 second. Real quick before I keep going. Is my microphone peaking too loud? Does it sound crunchy, or is it coming through fine? Because I'm just looking at the audio monitor and it looks like it's really peaking a lot. I just noticed that I've acknowledged that in the past a lot of the time people have complained about my audio being too quiet, but now that I'm recording in an area where it's loud enough, it's almost constantly in the red, and that's mildly concerning to me. I just realized I read that whole scene so quickly. What the hell? That was almost entirely one take too. What the heck? Dia, trio, quatra, a septologue. I just busted out the frickin' septologue like there was no problem. What the hell? Maybe it just flows better. It really does flow like a regular conversation, and now I'm talking at the speed of my regular conversations. You can feel the ADHD in that conversation. Oh my god. I'm just concerned because now I'm not gonna have that much for a blooper reel. No, the blooper's reel. Don't worry, there will still be a blooper reel. This is what I'm doing right now. But half of the stuff that I'm saying right now is gonna end up in the blooper reel. Super cancer. Where did the fries come from? Oh, cat. Do we have cat bloopers? Kona, come here. Come here. Kona bean. Do you want to say hi? That is a no. I'm sorry, Lynx. The cat does not want to say hello to you. Mochi, come here. Come on. Meow. Ah. Say hello. Meow. Say hello. Do you want to say hello? No? Ow. Oh, are you just being silent now because I am holding you? Nothing to say? Now that I have you, you have nothing to say? She's sitting on my shoulder right now. Oh, there you are. Now you're saying something. You gonna talk back, or are you just gonna be... Are you just gonna... Oh, really? Do you want to say hello to my adoring fans? And also to Legs? Do you have anything to say to the internet, Mochi? Anything? No? Oh. Really? You're being awfully shy. Apparently Mochi here is camera shy. As soon as she knows that I'm recording, she shuts up. Unless she wants to cause problems. Really? Really? Uh-huh. You gonna come back up? You want me to pick you back up? Yeah. Okay. On to the desk now. Yeah, you gonna say anything, Mochi? Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? Or do you just want to be pet? Mm-hmm. You just want pats, do you? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Any other gossip? Do you have any other gossip? Any more complaints? Oh, really? Do you like that? You like that? Uh-huh. Yeah, this is Mochi again. When I said she's the one that causes the most cat bloopers, I meant it. Uh-huh. That's the biggest downside to the noise suppression, is that it suppresses the cat meows too. This is the price that's paid to reduce the fan noise. It's either no fan, or it's no fan and no cats, or cats but also atrocious fan noise. Suppression that can't cut out as much, so that you can hear the cat meowing as long as you can hear the cat over my own voice. You got how much more do you have to say? You got more to say? Why are you just circling my chair like a shark? Why do you say so much when you're away from the microphone, but as soon as I get you near the microphone, you don't have anything to say? People want to hear you. Uh-huh. Yes, they do. They don't want to hear you rubbing your butt against my microphone. Can you stop? Oh, and there goes her chewing on the microphone. I don't think I've ever understood how the Tumblr sexy man works. But I know, like, in previous years, like, Bill Cipher has won, and I think that Sans has won before, and I'm just like, how? Why? What? I'm just confused. I don't know what these contests are.